Hello, and welcome back for a more vicious cycling in pursuit of the ultimate beach body down in the brutal barrows of Perfidious Manor in Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, not that kind of beach body though, not the kind you're thinking of. I'm not talking about the suck in the gut so people don't notice your dad bod physique that made David Hasselhoff an international superstar. That's not what I'm getting at. This is Darkest Dungeon. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the cavalcade of bloated corpses that keeps washing up along the shore down in the cove. And oddly enough, that also kept washing up along the shore in the beaches of Los Angeles County while they were under the watchful eye of Mitch Buchanan, but I digress. Oh, Pete, are you really saying that all of the Baywatch people let people drown? Yeah, in fact, I would guess that the cast of Baywatch is probably responsible for at least one drowning. I mean, why do you think they kept Michael Newman on the payroll? It's not because he did have a dad bod, though. Okay, I've thought of two reasons why Michael Newman may have been on the payroll. One, he had a worse physique than David Hasselhoff and was the only guy who had to suck it in harder than David, so I guess he made David look good by comparison. And two, because he knew how to make a waterlogged corpse disappear faster than a stick of butter in Paula Deen's kitchen, and that's the real reason he was in the cast. Guy knew how to, take a body out, pull the teeth and hair out, and feed it to the hogs. He knew the trick. What are we going to do this week, though, Pete? Why are you talking about? Spend a lot of time talking about Baywatch. Well, it's because we are actually going to go down to the cove, I think. There's a reason for that. We're looking for a level 1 dungeon. We've got a fish on 2 legs. It's 2 busts. Lucky dice. Yeah. I don't want to go to the Weald. The cove is the only place we've ever been. Or ever not been, rather. And the reason we're doing that is because of this town event. We got one good week. We get plus 33% stress heal on anybody who has stress, which is fantastic. The thing is, we have some units that don't have stress, and so they're not going to get any benefit from being idle, and it seems kind of foolish to let them be idle. And we do have a team of people that needs, some experience anyway. So why not go for the twofer here? The question then is, oh, your name is Azor? Azor, I'm sorry here, but you're definitely not Azor. No. A noble crusader who's willing to sacrifice his lives for others? Well, then I guess we better just make you Hoburn Washburn then, so you can die the most grisly, unnecessary death of all time. Tuckered out? Yeah, I'd be tuckered out too if I got jossed as regularly as you did. He's also a manslayer. Well, alright. Maybe he can get some revenge on Joss Whedon. And then we're going to take Hoburn Washburn and we're going to immediately spear him through the chest. Let's take Wash. I think we'll take Lori Grimes. Let's go with Maud Flanders. And nothing fancy. Quint, I'd love to get you in a dungeon, buddy, but I feel like Trinity maybe needs the... Oh, Stun Rise Stun set? It must be because every single one of these units has a stun. I see what you're shooting for there, Darkest Dungeon. It's also not really how I sort of like to approach this particular team. Let's go take a look at our skills, because it occurs to me that we may not have the things that we need in order... We may not have what we need for a recipe for success. We're pretty close. So we'll pick up Maud Flanders' Judgment. Lori Grimes, what do you got? Everything we would want you to have, with the exception of Disorienting Blast, because I'm not a huge fan of that. I'd much rather have Noxious Blast. Noxious Blast is basically a must-have for your... Yeah, I mean, your Plague Doctor's got to have Noxious Blast. Trinity, what do you got? Iron Swan, I do like. Barbaric Yop, I'm not a huge fan of. If it bleeds, not a fan of. I do like Adrenaline Rush. Bleed Out, I don't really care about. Do we want to go... Breakthrough, no, we're going to spend a little money on Trinity as well. Some of the other abilities for the Hellion, I don't like them much. Inspiring Cry is fine. We got to have J'accuse. Man, okay, Hoburn Washburn made us sink a lot of cash there. So objectively, we're probably looking at a loss on this mission. We're going to take a loss, but we're not taking a loss. You got to think of it. We got to balance it on the sheet, folks, when you're coming into the books. You got to balance it out. This wasn't a loss. It's a capital investment. You got to spend money to make money, man. We're investing in people. I, Perfidious Pete, believe in my seekers, and I choose to invest in people. That's what I'm invested in. So, trinkets then. Do we have, anything blight-oriented? We could give a Rot Gut Sentencer to our Plague Doctor, which does what? Bonus accuracy for minus... Yeah, you know what? Yes, I will take that. Anything else we have that's good for you? No. Dodge Stone, we might as well give that to our Hellion. They got decent dodge. Book of Constitution, bonus blight resist, bonus disease resist for -2 speed. Let's give that to the guy with 1 speed then. We'll just drop him down to -1. It's fine. In fact, we could go with more max HP and just... Is that what we want to do? You know what? Yeah, we'll give you max HP too. Junia's Head would help our healing considerably. But the plus 20% stress, we are going to take a bunch of stress just for walking in this dungeon. Were that not the case, I think I might try and get around it, but as it stands, I don't really feel like there are any other trinkets I kind of want to assign. We haven't really been coming up aces in the trinket department. We haven't had great luck with trinkets, so let's go. I don't really need our heal as long as we've got our group heal, so we're just going to take our stress relief tool. This way we can start immediately maybe undoing some of the stress we're going to get just for walking into the dungeon. Those abilities, we got to get rid of Disorienting Blast, pick up Noxious Blast instead. And then for the old little light lady here, old Maud Flanders. Golly gee, Ned, let's head down in the dungeon then. We're all set. So, provisions, we'll need some. We really don't want this to be like my last campaign when like 5 times I just wandered into a dungeon with no provisions of any sort because I'm an idiot. If that happens here, we could be in pretty dire straits. We are going to try and keep provisions to a minimum, however. So we're going into the cove. We want to take 1 holy water. Oh, we already had a holy water. Sell that back. We already had a venom too. I want 1 of everything except a key, which I don't feel like we're going to need. And then we're only going to take 10 torches. We're going real bare bones on this bad boy. Oh, Pete, real bare bones is no torches, no food. Yeah, we've done that a number of times. Hasn't really worked out well for us so far. It is bare bones, admittedly, but I don't want to see your bare bones. Put some flesh on that. Put some meat on that. Throw some curves in there, baby. I like a voluptuous boned woman. That's what Perfidious Pete's all about. I subscribe to the Megan Trainor philosophy. You ain't no size 2. Some men like a little more booty to hold at night. That's what Megan's mom told her. I don't know whether that's true or not, but it can't be all wrong. Why can I never remember what goes on Coral? It's like it's bandages, right? Oh, never mind then. Here, you know what? Just poke it. All right, Coral is abrasive and unnerving. Holy sh! Curses indeed. We got a lot of stress for that. All right, so 2 shockers and a man who can heal them. This pelagic shaman, we really need to get him dead. Oban Washburn hit me with a salty gouge, and I gotta say, yeah, I'm starting off pretty salty here. Oh, good, a stress attack, too. That's perfect. This is, we're starting off swimmingly. So, how's your blight resistance? Terrible. Terrible. Honestly, I would rather put it on the healer. I don't want him pumping up these guys who are gonna hit us with salty gouges. Also, the pelagic shaman is the man with the stress attack, so let's try and bring him down as quick as possible. Looks like Lori Grimes getting stunned. Yeah. Oh, she's a stunning dame. Nobody ever said that about Lori Grimes. She's at best of average attractiveness. We'll hit him with the Jacques Hughes, double 4 damage. Let's see if we can encourage this guy maybe to heal rather than throw a stress wave. Good, he is going to heal, and not himself. He patched up one of his jellyfish bros, but now he has fatal damage, and we can go straight back to ignoring him. Joke's on you, Lori Grimes is already stunned. Well, let's just keep piling on the hate then. We could go for a heal here, but really nobody is injured enough to, I feel like, warrant a heal. There's Trinity with the big wallop. She's trying to show off for Neo. She's like, Neo, did you see what I did there? See what I did, bro? You see that? Yeah. Who's the one now? I'm the one who's gonna steal your heart and then get impaled through the chest. We've got Hoban Washburn and Trinity on here. Both of them died by being impaled through the chest while piloting a spaceship. Now I'm beginning to wonder, is there some kind of like cross-genre sort of doomed lovers thing going on here between Wash and Trinity? Is this destined? Is this Destiny? No, Pete, this is Darkest Dungeon. Destiny's an Xbox exclusive. Well, I guess we'll just do that, and that's fatal damage. There you go. Ooh, picked up a journal page. The assault was overwhelming. With Cuthbert slain and Bolin fell, I was driven by rage. I leapt and drove my axe into the creature's many eyes. Purple ichor splashed my face, and my very soul shook as it bellowed. The only thing I can recall after was fading swiftly into blackness. Well, we got a free key, and more importantly, we picked up 4 crests. We haven't really had a chance to use crests. We're still looking for deeds. I'm trying to get my troopers up where we can start recruiting experienced team members. That's what I want. The sign on the outside of Perfidious Manor says, you know, it's part of our hiring resume. Must have experience. Previous dungeon delving experience a plus, and by plus I mean required. So who's gonna disarm this? 60, 50, 60. Ugh. Well, face first into Trinity pulled it off. She looked and she doesn't, you know, when she looks at the trap anymore, she doesn't even see the trap. She just sees disarm, disarm, blonde, brunette, disarm, redhead, empty chest. Okay, now this one I remember. So we want to throw holy water in this, and it is either it gets rid of a negative quirk or it's big stress relief. Lygophobia and Plutomania, neither of those are particularly bad. Let's not have you do it. Tuckered out actually does kind of suck for a tank. What have you got? Guilty conscience I don't really care about. Dark temptation, you know what? No. Alright. This is on you, Hoban Washburn. Do it. Throw the... I do that every time. I think it's holy water every time. Excuse me? One of these days I'll remember these. Oh good, we got nothing out of that. That was a quality use of our expendables. That's good. I used my expendables the same way that Sylvester Stallone used his, which is to say poorly. Alright, well, we're going for the stun here. Double stun on the back rank, that is fantastic. One of them has already shrugged it off, but that allows us to start working over these front rank guys almost immediately. 8 damage from Trinity. Respectable. She got the bleed as well. Here comes the seaward slash. We're going to be taking the dodge, though. Oh, normally, Trinity, it's you who says, dodge this, and then laughs when you put a bullet in someone's brain. But in this case, Agent Smith came gunning for you, and you pulled the Matrix dodge. Not that time, though. That pelagic grouper probably heard me mocking him. He was like, dodge this. And we definitely should have just gone for a single target smite. We did not need the Jacques there. That man already had fatal damage. Lori Grimes taking a little bit of an early beating, and the 13 stress she took from that is very much not good. Gonna fire back in kind, get a little bonus damage. Comes another spear fishing. Back-to-back criticals. Well, that's beautiful. Exactly what we needed. Well, at least they didn't throw 3 attacks in a row at our unit that's getting just getting wrecked here. The Logic Reaper is dead. Okay, well, we very definitely have to throw a big heal here. 5 is probably not enough to keep her off death's door from basically any attack, and also we very much need some stress relief. And also that 1 point of health might make a shockingly relevant difference. More spear fishing. Alright, so yeah, 3 damage is nice. Go ahead and hit me for 3 once in a while. I can handle 3. Like Mitch Hedberg. Alright, well, it wasn't a critical, so I'm not going to complain. Getting like Mitch Hedberg up in here, though. Be like, you know, this is the 2. I could break a 2. We're going to need more massive healing here. These guys all have fatal damage, so I'm not going to go out of my way to try to do anything as far as aggressive for those. They're just going to drop dead on their next chance to go. We're going to focus on healing and stress management. And there we go. Back-to-back drop deads. I'll take my 300 gold. Yeah, you know, this expedition you say promises success, but I'm not entirely sold. We definitely should have used our skeleton key there. We didn't pay for that skeleton key. We have to go up here because our mission is to complete 100% of room battles. And now I'm a little worried about the barricade situation as well. Oh, good. You've sinned so very much. Light guide you. Ah, and pick up a negative quirk. Fantastic. You have ennui, which is actually a disease. As far as diseases go, it's not a terrifically bad one. As long as we keep you out of Stress Town, you should be able to recover from that with reasonable efficacy. He says as he gets hit with back-to-back stress attacks. Okay, so we're going to get hit with... Good God, that's a lot of stress. Maud Flanders is taking a lot of stress. I'm glad we did some stress management, or we actually would already have 1 unit in the shitter. Trinity with the beautiful dodge. Do it again, Trinity. Nope. Come on, Trin. You know how this works. You gotta dodge. Can we? Yes. We need to kill. That's exactly what we needed. I was just about to say, we really need to kill these stress units. That's yeah. Really should focus on killing some of the stress units. Or we could just not bother. Let's just not try, guys. Is there any reason for me to be here? Nobody's gonna make any kind of effort at all, not even a token effort. I've come to expect at least a token effort from you guys, and I'm not getting it. Blight and bleed on the stress unit. I'm actually concerned about the C-word slashes because we're taking more damage than we have the ability to heal. Now we have another unit on death's door. These pelagic groupers just hit too damned hard. We gotta go for a big heal. You know, 4 health is probably not gonna keep us off of death's door from pretty much any attack. We would have one of these groupers dead if we had managed to connect. Call of the Deep, that's guard or a buff? What's a buff? What does that buff do? Bonus damage, bonus accuracy, bonus crit. Well, that's terrible. On the plus side, we don't at least have to take any more stress from this guy because that is fatal blight damage now. And Trinity's going to be back on death's door. Fantastic. And she's probably killed. The dodge! She did it! She was all but ruined and came back from the brink. Back from the hoary abyss. You will not take her. She will not go lightly. I was really hoping for a bleed there, so that I could have single target hit that man and killed him. But instead, he gets another shot to put Trinity back on death's door. Fantastic. Yep, I'm aware she's at death's door because she can't seem to get free. That man's going to die from bleed damage. Well, everybody's going to heal Trinity. We're going to go around the horn on heals here. Actually, we can't. We have to put blight damage on that man. Otherwise, I want to make sure we don't get hit. And there would be a chance that he could maybe pop us if we didn't hit him with the guaranteed blight damage. He wins a speed roll and then takes a shot at Trinity, which would not have happened. But still, it's I feel better about having taken a precaution. We have a limited number of people we're allowed to lose on this run. We got to be careful. We also got to eat some food. We got people who are too banged up. In fact, gorge yourself, Trinity. Eat 2 of those. That leaves us enough for 2 prompts. Plus 10% damage from -4 dodge. You know, that we could wear. Let's see. Max HP for -1. You know what? Yeah, let's do this. All right. So we're going to take this off of you. And we're going to do that. And then we're going to give you the bonus damage because your dodge is already in the toilet anyway. We might as well go ahead and flush it the full way. That turd was part way down the pipe already. Let's just finish him off. It was circling the bowl. No reason to let him linger like a cranberry song. Let's just get it on out of here. We have surprised the enemy, and I am extraordinarily terrified by that fact. And we didn't get the double stun, which is very, very bad. Maud Flanders can't hit anything. I don't think she has hit with that attack a single time. Also, we should move Trinity to the front rank so she can start using Iron Swan. Well, work over the stress unit, I suppose. We gotta start somewhere. Just go for the Jacques. We're getting good aggregate damage out of the Jacques-usation. There's the buff for that guy. Now we're gonna take a beating here. 9 damage for Wash. Okay, stumbling scratch. Here comes Trinity with the dodge again. That man ain't doing shit because he's stunned. And stress wave. Beautiful. That was 40 stress from a single attack. That seems like... Oh, shit. Oh, there we go. Lori Grimes has been in 1 dungeon and she's already hopeless. Well, she is a, you know, I suppose hopelessness is not necessarily... Beautiful. No, don't save the rest of the team from taking more stress by just straight up killing a man that would have been easy to kill. No, no. Instead, throw pointlessly at that man. That's perfect. So that Wash can die too? Yeah, this is brilliant. Fantastic work, guys. Please don't miss. Thank you. We can't afford any more stress here. We're not going to be able to grind anybody's stress down to 0, so... Maud Flanders throwing the heal. You have to kill anything you can kill, Wash. And this guy's going to probably stress wave again, and we're going to have more people in Freaked Out Town. Please, this really needs to be the last room battle. Okay, we've got the buff, so he's got bonus damage. We got to keep pumping heals here on Wash. If we put enough heal in him, maybe when that spear comes through the front of the Serenity, we won't all be killed. Good God. This grouper has got to die. He's hitting way too hard. Beautiful. No, that's perfect. Mark yourself. That's brilliant. I considered having him try and throw a heal here, but I was about to say I was gonna try and go for damage and kill this grouper instead, but thanks for the miss. Appreciate that. There's another 100 stress. 42 from a single attack. This team's doing really well. Well, we're gonna go for a heal there, and we got lucky and got a 6-point crit. Though it won't matter because we can't actually kill anything. He has done something negative every single opportunity. Every single round, he has had the negative quirk effect. Well, you're about to freak out town, Wash, so you need to, like, calm your jangled nerves a little. Stress wave? What a surprise. The only surprising thing is actually that Trinity dodged it. That's the actual surprise. Another critical heal from Maud Flanders. Well, at least she comes in big when the chips are down. Can you please hit this man? We really would like that unit to not hit us with another fucking stress wave. Please don't hit me with another stress wave. He can't because he has fatal damage now. Not that it's going to do us a whole hell of a lot of good. I hate the cove. This is why we should just be going to just the ruins. We should just go to... You've got to be shitting me. You respawned a hallway battle behind me? That's just a dick move, Darkest Dungeon. You... Treasure ahead, you'd wager? Yeah, well, I got bad news for you there, pal. It's definitely not treasure. We have a hopeless Lori Grimes. Oh, good, we've surprised the enemy. Well, that's... You know what? Kill this man. We're gonna focus all of our effort on simply killing that pelagic shaman. Holy shit, Maud Flanders hit something. I'm beside myself with glee. Alright, that guy is dead, so we got that covered. Who needs stress relief to not go to freak down? Honestly, I feel like we should maybe just go for damage. We have at least one more room battle still to fight, and we're in no shape to fight it. Right, for the old gods. Or damage and a bleed for Wash. We're gonna probably try and cure that bleed. Trinity with some, you know, she's had some life-saving dodges, I'm not gonna lie. And here's why I love surprising people. 2 guys are still gonna manage to get 4 successive attacks. No more bleeding, please. Thank you. 5 damage. Well, you can bleed. That's fine. The bleed, you're allowed to bleed. We probably should have just gone for the wicked hack there and maybe tried to go for the straight-up kill. Everybody's bleeding. On the plus side, Trinity can fix her own bleed. Maud Flanders can get pumped up, healed for 4. The Jacques should take a kill and put another guy well within killing reach. Alright, we need big heals. 3 was not as big as I might have liked, Maud. Wash simply cannot stop getting rent for the old gods. The old gods are just, they demand Wash's blood. There is no sating it. We can cure ourselves for 1, heal that blight and that bleed. I'm going to give this guy another opportunity to go here and see if we can't maybe... We're going to need a little stress reduction, and it feels like maybe trying to stress heal Lori Grimes at this point is polishing the brass on the Titanic. I say we just let it go. A dodge from Wash. That's nice. We can use that. All right. Heal. We may go around the horn one more time. No, kill him. I want out of this. I can't afford to take a random stress attack or random stress hit for the dungeon, thinking we're trying to lobby for time. We have so much farther to go, and this trap is actually remarkably deadly. As are the hunger prompts and a potential barricade. You know what? If we run into a barricade, we will probably just straight up abandon this mission. We may just bail. The fact that these guys would have come in here and not gotten EXP will really suck, but it's way better than having a dead trooper. Oh good, we get to go all the way to the end and fight another hallway battle. On the plus side, at least there's no barricade. We don't have a lot going for us, but we got the fact that we won't have to worry about having people freak out from not having a shovel. Sooner or later, we're gonna get burned on this, right? Nope. Free stress relief. Go to hell, Shambler. That's like the 5th time they've tried to get me to fight the Shambler, and yeah, I'm never gonna do it. Ever. I'm not fighting the Shambler. There's no reason to fight the Shambler here, especially here when we're already in a nightmare scenario. When you're having a nightmare, you don't do things that will magnify the nightmare. When you're having a nightmare, you don't start reading the works of H.R. Geiger. That's not the time. You don't want to be like, oh, and I had this nightmare last night where I was in the black hoary netherworld and a tentacular beast was terrifying me and slowly rending me asunder, ripping me limb from limb. And then during the middle of being rent limb from limb, I was like, hey, what if I read a little Lovecraft? It'd probably be all right. So there's the stun. We have to try and pump up everybody in the heal department because these guys are going to hit like trains. We got to get one of them killed. We need a kill here. There it is. Okay. 2 stunned, 1 dead. That means on their opening round, they're only going to get a maximum of 2 swings. Which Hoburn Washburn pulls the dodge. And now they hit us 3 times in a row. Yep. Okay, Trinity did not dodge. And she'll be on death's door now. Oh, not on death's door, which is good because that might have taken her down. All right, pump the heal. Give me the Jacques. We need aggregate damage. You know what? We got to get kills. Go for the blight. We go for the straight hack. There it is. Could we ever win a speed roll, guys? Just like even once. Lori Grime was only taking 3 from that. Got the big heal from Mod with the crit. That's nice. Good work, Mod. I'm giving this man fatal damage. He does not get to go again. Go for the hack. The hack is go. And then give me the smite. There it is. Okay, okay. It's not all doom and gloom here, guys. We've maybe managed to rally this up. Now all we got to do is win this room battle. So crank our light to max. And you know what? Eat the food. You get 1, and the last of the food then goes to Wash. We actually have lost quite a bit of money on this now that I'm actually looking at the treasures that we have found as well. We're not coming out of this mission well at all. Okay, stressful incantation, hit and Wash. How much Wash gonna take? 19. Well, he can't take another one of those. Little stumbling scratch. I'm gonna go for the kill on the stress unit because 2 reasons. God damn it, Maud. It would be really nice if Maud Flanders could ever land that shot. Ever. Well, we're probably going to have Wash in Freak Out Town now, too. We didn't get the kill on the Pelagic Grouper, which is unfortunate. The positive side of that is we may not have gotten the kill, but he does have fatal damage. We don't have to do anything else to him. He's going to be dead. Ready for the old gods for Trinity. All right, you guys just got to limp through this one. That's all you got to do. Just limp through it. Eldritch pull. Not the end of the world, even if we get pulled, which we did. They haven't pulled us that badly out of position. It's fine. Pelagic Grouper buys the farm. Yeah, that's real. That's okay. Beautiful. And Wash is paranoid. Yeah, of course he's paranoid. He's worried that he's gonna get Jossed again and be like, no, I can't star in another Joss Whedon movie. He's gonna drive a spear through my chest for no reason again. I'll go for the Mace Bash. We got to get kills here, and one of the ways we can do that. Well, I was gonna Jacques anyway, so take that, Darkest Dungeon. Stealing my thunder and forcing me to take actions I may or may not want to take. I was gonna do that one anyway. Yeah, and that's fatal damage. Yeah. Just Mace Bash. Maud Flanders, why can't you hit anything? I think Maud is connected with like 2 attacks in the entire dungeon. She is completely worthless. What do you have that's giving your accuracy so fucking bad? You have nothing. In fact, you have bonus critical chance if you're injured. Why can't you hit anything? Yeah, okay, fine. No, just go ahead and stand there and bleed, Wash. That's fine. You're gonna do something, or you're just gonna stand there and bleed? Oh, no, I'm good with the bleeding. I'm just gonna stand here and bleed. Is that cool? Okay, good. you cannot hit him from this position. Well, I guess we'll adrenaline rush then for no reason. And Maud Flanders finally puts her mace to work. She figured out how her hands function. She's got some kind of proprioceptive disease where she doesn't actually know where her limbs are in relation to the rest of her body. We need a shovel for this giant clam. But at this point, you know what? Lori Grimes, open it. There's no drawback. Oh no. Took some damage. Who cares? I'm salty. This mission did not go well. On the plus side, we picked up another shitty trinket. Yay, I guess. All right. We didn't fail, at least. That's the only positive thing we can say about that mission. We didn't fail, and we picked up lucky dice for the Jester, which +4 dodge is not great, but it's something. Just, no, get through this. We got 28 crests, 2 deeds. Ugh, we can't, no, that mission was a complete and total shit show. Well, we're getting some stress relief for people who aren't these guys. That's nice. Minus 20% stress in wield. Well, okay, wash. I guess that's where we'll take you henceforth. Bonus stress for, okay, Trinity is zoophobic. That's fantastic. Lori Grimes. Bonus scouting chance in a cove. Delightful. Maud Flanders is irrepressible. The irrepressible Maud Flanders. Not even death by t-shirt cannon can keep her down for long. And also believes she is possessed by demons. Well, Jesus Christ, Maud Flanders is totally adhering to type. She's irrepressible. She's a clutch hitter. She believes she's possessed by demons.
In time,
gotta go pray it out, Maud. So how much stress relief did we get for the A team? Not as much as I would have liked. Ned, how much stress do you actually have? He has 11. So if we take Ned into a dungeon and have him use his own stress relief ability on himself twice, we could get him down, but that leaves Padme and Caitlin in still. We still can't go with the A team. Surely someone else can go instead. You have 11 stress, Ned. A grave robber. I want a grave robber, but I also need an antiquarian. Can we do our stagecoach thing? We still can't. Why is this not unlocked? Our instructor is definitely level 2. No, he has to be level 2, which means... No, instructor mastery. So we need 15... Wait, we need a ton of stuff then. We've been trying to rush this, but we need like 20 more deeds. Well, that's awful then. We should try and focus our deeds into maybe getting bonuses for the stage. We should just work on getting like more troopers then. We need a bigger roster. Experienced recruits is out. I don't want that. I actually want hero barracks. We need 16 deeds. Can we make that happen? We have 6. We would need 10. What if we traded in some crests? Actually, you know what we should trade in? What if we trade in busts? Bust the deeds. What's the exchange rate? We get rid of 10 busts. Well, we need how much? Okay, so what's the minimum for 10? 15 of our busts for 10 deeds. You know what? Yes, I will do that because I need bigger hero barracks. Because I definitely want a grave robber, but we still also need an antiquarian.
To those with a keen eye, gold gleams like a...
And I know trading heirlooms is not great, but what are we going to do with those busts? We have no immediate use for them. Upgrading the stagecoach, upgrading the guild, and upgrading the weaponsmith. These are our priorities, and busts are not a part of any of that. We don't need busts for any of those. We need crests, we need deeds, we need portraits. Those are the things we need. I'm still pretty salty about the way things turned out. I think, we started things off with a salty gouge, and I feel like that run through the cove lived up to the whole salty gouge meta. It really was a bit of a salty gouge. But hey, bloated corpses aren't washing up on the beach for no reason. You can have bloated corpses washing up on the beach if you don't have corpses. I blame you, Mitch Buchanan. It's all your fault, David Hasselhoff. You were a bad lifeguard. You were bad at your job. Just like me. So I'm going to wrap this up. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to see me being bad at my job on a regular basis, you might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes of Darkest Dungeon every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Right now, I'm going to go watch Michael Newman stand at a lifeguard tower and pretend he's actually doing something. Not plotting how he's going to get rid of the 6 bodies that washed up overnight. Figure out where he's going to bury them so that the smell isn't, can't detect it clear from the pier. Thanks very much for watching. and I'll see you again soon.